Surrender, allow, and be. When surrender meets the canvas is where my artwork, which I lovingly call heartwork, is not made the way that most people imagine art is made. You see, there is no rigid or contained plan that I'm executing, no image that I'm chasing down or forcing onto a canvas to be framed. When I paint from essence of being, and the interpreter or the part of me that wants to narrate, judge, or even manage every stroke has nothing to do but simply flow, as there is no separation between the hands, the eyes, and the canvas, as a full presence in flow. And this allows the colour to move the way a pulse moves, like spanda moves, a pulse that does not ask permission and does not wait for my opinion about whether this mark or stroke is right or wrong. It simply flows as a superluminal flow of being. And this is what, for me, surrender, allow, and be actually looks like with paint, my brush, and my canvas. You see, surrender discharges any resistance to whatever wants to arrive onto the canvas, even if it is not what I expected, because I have no expectations, even when it isn't pretty, because who is there to judge whether something's pretty or not? And allow stops me from manipulating the strokes into something more acceptable, more explainable, more finished by somebody else's standard. Who is there to judge? Be is the hand simply moving in flow, in direct participation, as a communion with the canvas, with no mental commentary running alongside it or controlling it. And what results from this is not just a decoration. It is the language of the super self, one that is not made of words, but of a pulsing, as conduction, as the voltage of being, as a full circuit board of unique expression. And so painting for me is simply silence given form, a stillness where two silences meet on the canvas, mine and the canvas's own readiness to receive whatever comes through it. Nothing is being communicated in the way that language communicates, because nothing is being explained, but rather felt within presence, through the heart, and this is why I lovingly call it my heartwork. What's there is simply what is true. The way my recent painting called Being and its silence is itself the painting's teaching, not a withholding, but a complete utterance that does not require translation. It's simply being. This is also why heartwork can't be made from specific techniques. Techniques belong to an interpreter, the part that is still trying to control an outcome or manage how the work will be received or defend its own skill. The paintings that matter, the ones people stand before in a gallery or simply stare at without being able to name what's happening to them, were never really built or constructed. These paintings were simply allowed. And so my hands discharge. They stop the interference or the interfering and they rest in participation with whatever wants to move through the brush, the hands, the canvas, the fingers, and what remains on the canvas afterwards is simply the residue of that surrender. Not my expression of an idea that's conformed. The direct evidence that something true was allowed to be as presence, communicating through the heart of darkness, where there is no reflection, but only being as truth, felt in pure presence. So enjoy my heartwork. Commissions are always welcome as originals, and prints, glisse prints, are available on my website www.artofinnerjoy.com. The Surrender, Allow and Be work is on @TajaNeva on Instagram, and all other links are in the captions. Thank you.